welcome to Jiva Yoga Life. My name is Clémentine. Today I'm going to show you 10 yoga poses modification that you can use during pregnancy. Hi Mama! Today we're going to show you how to modify 10 yoga poses to suit your pregnancy so you feel more comfortable when you practice. So we're going to start with the mountain pose. So traditionally mountain pose, we practice it with both feet together, keeping the spine long. But in the case of the more you're going to get pregnant and the more the belly is going to come out, the more this can strain your lower back. So what I recommend is after a while when you feel like opening your feet hips width apart. This way the weight is more equally balanced between two feet. And the same thing, extending the spine long, relaxing the shoulders, straight as a mountain. All right, second pose, child's pose, one of the best relaxing poses. So the normal child's pose is on the floor, and extending above. But what we want here is to create more space for your belly. So an easy variation, modification is just opening the hips wider to create more space in between your legs for the baby. And you can also, if it feels good, maybe place a blanket or a block underneath your head and you're more resting on your side, like the head to the side. Yes. This way you keep your chest away from the floor too, and it gives extra space for your bum. So the next pose we're going to review is chaturanga. So during the first trimester, even most of the second, maybe you will be still practicing chaturanga the way you used to if it's in your practice. But maybe as your belly grows and grows, there is more weight. It can be also straining for your lower back. So an easy modification is instead of extending the legs, just simply putting the knees on the mat. This way, it doesn't strain your lower back as much. Do you want to try?
Okay, what do I have to do?
And from here, just like chaturanga, keeping the elbows close to your body, pressing down and up, more like a push-up. All right.
And stay on the knees?
On the
knees?
Well, if you move up to up dog, then you let the knees off the floor, like normal up dog, and back to downward dog if it's part of your vinyasa practice. All right, the next pose we're gonna see is the triangle pose. Very good and very soothing, giving a good stretch to the side body. So the next pose is triangle pose. So we're going to start by placing our right foot facing to the side. The left foot is 45 degrees. We're going to extend the arms long. And whenever you're ready, keeping the line of the body, the right hand goes towards the floor. And to make this more comfortable, you can place your hands on a block. This way it's easier to press down and you have a deeper twist in the upper body. How does it feel?
That's great.
Very good. Nice. Just making sure you keep your body in line and deep, deep breath in this posture. To come out just the way you came in, coming back up and back. A pose that is not accessible to you as you go along your pregnancy is bow pose, because you definitely don't want to rest your belly on the floor, put all your weight on your baby. So here is a variation that you can do. Instead of doing bow, you can use tiger pose. So we are on all fours for this one. And you start by extending the right arm long and the left leg long. First finding the balance. If this feels good, you can start by bending the left knee and reaching with your right arm. And this way you're going to have the same stretch on the shoulders and also the strengthening part for the leg. So you're just taking your bow up. Of course, you practice both sides. And this can be a good way for you to replace this asana until the baby is out, and you can again go back belly down. Very good. All right, next pose we have is another great pose for pregnancy, talking about malasana, those deep froggy squats. So the normal ones are just feet on the floor, you're dropping your hips, opening the chest, but maybe this is not accessible to you and your heels are up. So in this case, you can put a blanket underneath your heels so that it feels better. Up, let me roll this blanket out. And 1 and 2. All right. So it gives you more stability. And another good option as you go along in the pregnancy is also, I'm going to take this out and to sit on a block, basically. This way you can keep your spine long, pressing down from the seat. Still opening the chest. Perfect. Our next pose is downward dog. So probably you will be able to do traditional downward dog throughout the pregnancy with the hands on the floor, walking the feet out and reaching your tailbone high. Maybe this doesn't feel comfortable to you and maybe your wrists are hurting. So a good way to still get this long stretch on the back of the body is by using a chair. So it would be the same principle, just placing your hands on the chair, walking the hips back and letting the spine get long. This way you will still feel the stretch on the back of the legs and the shoulders. Perfect, yeah, you walk out until your upper body is long and letting the chest relax. Very good. Coming back up. Next pose we have is legs up the wall. So this pose is also a great way if your legs are tired to get some relief. It's usually practiced, well, you have both options, either against a wall, this would be more relaxing, or off the wall with just the legs straight. We're going to show you the version of up the wall and how you can make it more comfortable to you. So when you start, you want to sit sideways through the wall with your hips really close to the wall. And then you let your body roll on the side and place your hips up. This should be quite comfortable, but then again, as you go along in pregnancy, your baby is gonna be more heavy, and just lying plainly on your back can be uncomfortable. So the very easy way to take care of this is by placing a nice blanket underneath your hips. And there we go. Is it good? Mm-hmm. All right, so this can replace your shavasana too, like just relaxing in the posture, deep breathing, letting gravity do the work for you. Perfect. And to come out the same way, the legs go sideways and you push yourself up to the side to protect your lower back. Okay, another great pose for pregnancy is pigeon pose. So this, you always start from a tabletop position or a plank position, and you're going to bring your knee close to your hand and extend the back leg. Okay, in this posture, if this is not comfortable, we're going to be using blankets and block to make it better for you. Up. If you want to perform a pigeon for me, hands on the floor and bringing your knee close to your wrist. Okay, so here we have several options. You could be placing a block here underneath your front hip so that it helps you stand taller. If you want to fold forward, you can also place a block underneath the back leg so that when you fold forward, you have extra space for the bump. If you don't have a block, a blanket works just the same. This is a great stretch for your hips and your lower back. Coming out just the same way, getting the props to the side. And rolling back up. All right, this was pose number 9. The last pose we're going to show you today is Shavasana. So during the first trimester and probably a lot of the second, the classic Shavasana with the back flat on the floor is probably going to be comfortable, but as you go along, the lying on the back part is not going to be nice. So you have several options for you. The one we're going to show you today is just the lying down on your side.
Okay.
So you just, instead of lying flat on your back, it would be the side, and you can put a pillow underneath your head and maybe a pillow between your legs. Make yourself as comfortable as possible in this posture. If you still like to lie on your back, I suggest that you get 2, 3, 4 pillows to uplift your upper back. This way your head is above your hips and you should feel comfortable. Or just use the legs up the wall with the hips elevated. All right. So that's it. You have now 10 modifications you can do to make your practice more comfortable during pregnancy. I hope you liked it. Have a good practice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, drop us a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.